Hi, this is Jeff and Doreen, and we wanted to talk today a little bit about our particular brand of yoga, which is pretty different than really anything I've come across before. And it's the thing that's transformed our lives from the inside out, and ultimately, it's the reason that we moved here to Kenya. So,
Yeah. Our yoga is self-taught. Um, Basically, we don't have any yoga path that we follow or any flexibility program. Most of it is just like following our intuition and just like stretch. Like
yeah,
we
exactly.
yeah, so it's 100% physical. Like we don't have there's no songs or prayers or any beliefs in system. All we do is just stretch deeply and painfully. Like we
Yeah.
just tear ourselves apart.
Hmm.
And just by using intuition and our breath, we use breath into the deep work. And most of it is just flexibility, stretching, following our intuition, breath work, quiet in our room by
Yeah,
ourselves or with our kids.
yeah,
And it has transformed how Jeff and I, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of it.
yeah.
So,
We call it active yin yoga
yes.
because we found yin yoga and we're like, oh, that's kind of like what we do because we get
Hmm.
into these stretches for long periods of time and really try to breathe and relax ourselves deeper and deeper into this painful stiff stretch. But then we also found ourselves wiggling around a lot at the same time and trying
Yes.
to kind of worm your way into the next level, and so it's actually kind of dynamic at the
Hmm.
same time as we're doing all this breath work to stay
Yes.
calm.
Yes.
But yeah, really, again, like Doreen said, the emphasis is it's just all physical, getting into a few yoga poses and
Hmm.
a lot of passive, um, uh, uh, what they call passive stretches, just
Hmm.
plain stretches, and just
Dig.
working the body looser and looser and expanding that range of motion.
Yeah. Dig into the pain. And a lot of us, most of us, we are scared of digging into the pain. You feel pain and you feel like, oh, I shouldn't stretch too much. I might be hurting myself.
Hmm.
But Jeff and I find where we feel the pain, we just go at it. The more we've stretched, it releases the pain.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we
and you
don't
get to know that
shy.
there's different shades of pain too.
Yeah.
There's some types of pain, like cleaning out an old infected wound, that
Mhm.
hurts a lot, but
Mhm.
you know it's good for you. That
Mhm.
kind of healing pain, it's the same when you stretch. You can find a subtle shade in there where you recognize that, oh, this is really intense and it hurts a little, but I know I can go deeper and get something out of this stretch
Yes.
versus I'm going to dislocate my shoulder if I keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. There's
Find and respecting your body along the way.
Yes. Yes. And going slow into the like just getting
The slower the
deeper in,
better.
yeah, the slower the better. So I feel like sometimes we rush so we to get to the goal, but
Or
this
to get
yo-
through the workout.
through the workout,
Yeah.
yes. And this yoga that we do is more of like go slow, getting to really feel that pain and work through it,
Hmm.
and just like breath work. It just it it's
For as long
amazing.
as you can do it. There's no,
Exactly.
you don't count your breaths. You don't do anything to
Hmm.
count anything. You're just there in the moment and trying to push a bad, stiff part out of your body.
Yeah.
And that's all you're doing. That's all you're thinking about.
Yeah.
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 And
So.
one more thing I just thought of this is
Hmm.
how good we feel at the end of any one of these workouts.
That's what I was thinking too. I was gonna say this. Yes. Every time we've gotten on our mat or just wherever we're doing yoga, we've come out just feeling, and everyone comes out and we're just like, oh my gosh, this is has been like,
Yeah, there's an endorphin rush.
yes.
That's when you get the deep, painful stuff going, your body kicks out its natural painkillers.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're relaxed and breathing in this meditative kind of state,
Mm-hmm.
it's a euphoria
Yeah.
at the end of this when you do it the
Yeah.
way that we've jumped
Physically,
into it.
emotionally,
Yeah.
yeah. Your heart there's just that peace that comes with it too. That
Mm-hmm.
Jeff and I, we've really just like embraced this whole journey and just like grabbing it. It's like it kind of like it becomes like a drug. You can't. It's just like
Yeah.
you you keep going back to
Well,
do it.
like good workouts are supposed to do. You're supposed to fall in love and get addicted to your workout, and that's what
Yeah.
this has become for us. This
Mm-hmm.
flexibility journey. The
Yeah.
more flexibility we discover, the more we want.
Yeah.
Because first the pain went away, which was fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that we started feeling
Phys-
better just in the way that we moved, the way that we
yes.
slept, the way that we walked. All of
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
getting redone. So
Yeah.
huge transformation.
Yeah. And Jeff, what you just said, we have to be really specific with what really actually changed, like our sleeping, the way we walk. I mean, my walk has changed completely.
Yeah, as
I'm
your
a
hips
different
have
person.
and
As
your
my
back
hips
is.
has opened up, my back is loosened. I'm like, I feel like even better than I felt when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's transformed us in
Yeah.
ways that we need to speak more about it, you
Yeah.
know.
And one of the ways that we really were shocked about is as our bodies were getting physically reawakened, these numb parts go away and they're replaced by parts that start to move again. It's a reawakening. And when that happened, we found that these physical trigger points, these painful trigger points that we were breaking open, they also had emotional trigger points in there as well.
Yeah.
They were connected. And so we had all this like emotional release of past traumas and just
Yeah.
big painful emotional stuff happening while all we're doing is stretching. We find out later it's called somatic healing.
Yes, yes. And this has like basically I'm learning still because there's so much about this that it happened to us, and at the moment we didn't really understand what was going on
Yeah.
because we would do deep yoga and then all of a sudden you just get emotional and start crying. And most of it was more of like our back, our shoulders, our hips.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm forgetting what we were talking about.
Well, it was just that was an unforeseen, unexpected thing that really changed the interior of our lives. It changed us each individually, and it changed us as a couple.
Yeah.
And it when you're in there and addressing those deep traumas and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, which by the way, we store these emotions in our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
We figured that out the long way.
Yeah.
And so when you're breaking open those physical pain points, those emotional pain points get triggered.
Yeah.
And that's the healing that we started on, addressing those where this pain is coming from, frankly.
Yeah.
Honestly, for the first
For the
time
first
in our
time.
lives.
Yeah, and I remember in the beginning I started sharing with Jeff how I would start crying about something that happened to me when I was in kindergarten or in like 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very confused at that moment until we started realizing like, yeah, this is actually what it is. Like
Yeah.
you're really going back to your past, those
Yeah, so we came
traumas.
in we came
And
into these traumas from the physical side,
yes.
as opposed to sitting down with a therapist and talking our way into it.
Yeah.
But either way, when we started addressing them, and you start to see where the pain comes from, and you start to realize, I don't want to deal with this pain anymore, and start to create boundaries, and self-realization and self-love
Self-love and
happens along the way,
self-awareness and
then your life begins to transform. Not just your body, which is going through all these physical changes, because now it can move again like it did 15, 20, 25 years ago. Now all of a sudden, the emotional aspect of your life is totally different. And you're saying, I go in this direction, not this direction where the
yeah.
pain I'm healing from is. You go
Mm-hmm.
away from the pain and you get into new territory in life.
Yeah.
And that was our biggest realization on this journey.
Yeah.
How much everything about yourself and and then ultimately your life changes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's been quite a journey and
unexpected.
very unexpected.
Like we were
And
just trying to make our back not hurt so much.
yes, and it's the for me the best part is like doing it together at the same time, happening it at the same time,
Yes.
like the oh
That has
yeah,
been
that
the
that would
the
have to be another.
relationship transformation is going through all of this growth
Yeah.
and stuff as a couple and
Hmm.
supporting each other when it gets so confusing and weird and unexpected, but you keep going anyway, and then you
Hmm.
find out Doreen is going through the exact same thing I'm going through.
Yeah.
Like her hamstrings are hurting exactly in the same way that
Oh,
my
my
hamstrings are
glutes,
hurting or something. Yeah.
your
And then
back.
yeah, we support each other through the different emotional stuff we're working on. Anyway,
Hmm.
it's been we've moved together as we've transformed, and so our
Yeah.
relationship has followed suit.
Yeah, it really has.
It's been incredible for just the last 4 years.
Yeah, the last 4 years.
Best thing that ever happened to us.
For real. I'm
Absolutely.
grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you, baby.
Every day. Every day. So, yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, that's our active yin yoga story and
Yeah.
kind of another version of how we got here to Kenya.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thanks for watching. And
Thank you.
yeah, we'll
Thank
follow
you.
this up with more stuff.
More stuff. Please don't forget to like and please subscribe
Yeah.
and put your notification on. So I mean, we're not good at posting, but we're working on it. We're getting
Yep.
better every time. So
Yep.
yeah, we would really honestly appreciate your support.
Yeah.